My friends, life is full of choices. Every day we stand at a crossroads, deciding which path we will take. Some choices seem small: what to wear, where to go, what to say. But there is one choice above all others that will determine not just the course of your life here on earth, but your eternity. Every single day we are faced with choices. From the moment we wake up in the morning to the time we lay our heads down at night, we are constantly making decisions. Some big, some small, some that seem insignificant. We choose what to eat, what to wear, where to go, and how to spend our time. But beyond these daily decisions, there are choices that shape the course of our lives and ultimately our eternity. It is easy to go through life thinking that the choices we make today have no lasting impact. Many people live as though they have all the time in the world to figure things out. They put off making the most important decision of all, thinking that they will have another day, another opportunity. But time is not in our hands. Life moves quickly, and none of us are promised tomorrow. The truth is, the most significant choice we will ever make is the one that determines our eternal destiny. Some may ask, why does this choice matter so much? Isn't life just about living well, doing good, and trying to be happy? While those things have their place, they are not enough. Deep down, every person feels an emptiness that cannot be filled by money, success, relationships, or even good deeds. That emptiness is a reminder that we were created for something greater than this world. We were made for eternity, and whether we acknowledge it or not, we are all moving toward it. But eternity is not something that just happens to us. It is a path we choose. Some will choose to seek truth, to live with purpose, to embrace what is eternal. Others will be distracted by the temporary things of life, things that seem urgent but fade away with time. The danger comes when people assume they have more time to decide. They think, I'll make that choice later, when I'm older, when I've had more fun, when life slows down. But how many people have left this world unexpectedly, never having made the choice that truly matters? Indecision is in itself a decision. Every day that we put off choosing the right path, we are still making a choice to remain where we are, to ignore the call to something greater. But there will come a time when the opportunity to choose will be gone. That is why this is not a decision to be delayed. It is a decision that must be made with urgency, with seriousness, and with the understanding that our lives are not just about the here and now. We all have a limited number of days on this earth, but eternity stretches beyond anything we can comprehend. The most important choice is not about our career, our relationships, or our success. The most important choice is the one that determines where we will spend forever. And that choice is before us now. Will we choose what is temporary, or will we choose what is eternal? Deep within every human heart is a longing, a desire for something more, something greater than what this world offers. No matter how much we achieve, how much wealth we accumulate, or how many dreams we fulfill, there is always a lingering sense that something is missing. This feeling is not an accident. It is a sign. It is a reminder that we were created for something beyond this temporary life. Throughout history, people have searched for meaning in countless ways. Some seek fulfillment in success, believing that if they reach the highest levels of achievement, they will finally be satisfied. Others turn to relationships, hoping that love will fill the emptiness inside. Still others pursue pleasure, thinking that if they experience enough excitement, they will feel complete. But no matter how much people attain, a deep restlessness remains. The reason is simple. We were not made for this world alone. Everything in life eventually fades. Money comes and goes. Power is temporary. Even the strongest relationships can be fragile. Nothing in this world is permanent, and because of that, nothing in this world can fully satisfy us. We long for something that lasts forever because we were created for eternity. This world is not our final home. It is only a temporary place where we prepare for what is to come. When we ignore this truth, we chase after things that cannot fulfill us. We try to satisfy an eternal longing with temporary pleasures, but they always leave us empty. It is like trying to fill an endless void with things that were never meant to last. People spend years searching, always thinking that the next accomplishment, the next relationship, or the next big moment will bring them peace. But it never does. The peace they seek can only be found when they recognize that they were made for something beyond this world. This realization changes everything. It shifts our focus from temporary success to eternal purpose. It reminds us that life is not just about what we can gain, but about preparing for what comes after. When we live with eternity in mind, we begin to see things differently. Struggles no longer seem overwhelming because we know they are only for a moment. Losses no longer feel unbearable because we understand that there is more beyond this life. In the things that once seemed so important, wealth, status, recognition, begin to lose their grip on us because we realize they are not what truly matters. Instead of living for the temporary, we begin to live for the eternal. Instead of seeking fulfillment in things that fade, we seek the one who created us with eternity in mind. And when we do, we find what we have been searching for all along. Not just happiness, but true peace, true purpose, and true life. Because we were never meant to settle for less than eternity. And when we finally embrace this truth, we begin to live the way we were always meant to live. Eternity is not something that just happens to us. It is a destination shaped by our choices. Many people go through life without considering what comes after this temporary existence, assuming that things will somehow work out in the end. But eternity is not automatic. It is not something we drift into by chance or inherit by default. It is a path that must be chosen deliberately with intention and purpose. Every day we make decisions that impact our future. Where we live, what career we pursue, whom we spend our time with. These choices shape the course of our lives, but none are as important as the choice that determines where we will spend eternity. Some may believe that simply being a good person or living a decent life is enough. But eternity is not granted based on good deeds alone. It is a personal decision to pursue what is eternal rather than what is temporary. The reality is that everyone is given the opportunity to choose. No one is forced into an eternal destiny against their will. We are presented with two paths, one leading to everlasting life, the other to separation from it. The choice is ours to make, but too many people delay making this decision, assuming they have more time. They say, I will think about it later, or I am too busy right now. But time is not guaranteed. Every moment that passes is a moment closer to the end of our journey in this world. The question is, will we be ready when that moment comes? Choosing eternity means shifting our focus from what is fleeting to what truly lasts. It means understanding that wealth, status, and success, while significant in this life, hold no value beyond it. People spend years chasing after things that will one day disappear, yet they neglect the one decision that will shape their forever. It is easy to be distracted by the cares of this world, but in the end, nothing matters more than the choice we make regarding eternity. This choice is deeply personal. No one else can make it for us. It is not inherited through family, nor is it earned through effort. It must come from a personal decision to seek what is lasting and true. And this decision requires action. It requires stepping away from complacency and making a commitment to pursue the eternal with our whole heart. The beauty of this choice is that it is always available. No matter who we are, where we come from, or what we have done in the past, the opportunity to choose eternity is open to all. But it is a door that must be walked through intentionally. Indecision is itself a decision to remain where we are, to ignore what is eternal, to let the opportunity slip away. At the end of life, nothing else will matter. The titles, the accomplishments, the possessions, all will fade. The only thing that will remain is the choice we made about eternity, and that choice is ours to make today. Life is fragile, no matter how strong we feel, how much we plan, or how secure we think we are. The truth remains. Tomorrow is not promised. Each day we wake up is a gift, not a guarantee. Yet so many people live as if they have endless time, pushing aside the most important decisions, believing they can deal with them later. But later is never certain. The only time we truly have is now. There is a tendency in human nature to delay things that feel uncomfortable or too serious. People postpone important conversations, put off making life-changing decisions, and assume that they will always have another opportunity. When it comes to choosing eternity, many think, I will decide when I am older, when life slows down, when I have experienced more. But life does not wait for our schedule. It moves forward with or without our consent. No one knows the day or hour when their time on earth will come to an end. Some people wake up in the morning with plans for the future, never realizing that they will not see the end of the day. This reality is not meant to bring fear, but rather urgency. It is a reminder that life is not something to be taken for granted. We spend so much time preparing for temporary things, saving money for retirement, planning careers, setting goals, yet we often fail to prepare for what matters most. If we knew that today was our last, how differently would we live? Would we still delay the decision that determines our eternity? Would we still push aside what is truly important? The world teaches us to focus on the present moment, to live for today without concern for what comes next. While there is value in appreciating life, there is also danger in ignoring the future. Living for the temporary can blind us to what is eternal. It can make us believe that we have all the time in the world when in reality our days are numbered. The most tragic mistake anyone can make is to assume that there will always be more time. Procrastination is not just a delay, it is a risk. Indecision is a decision in itself, a decision to remain unprepared, to gamble with eternity. The longer we wait, the harder it becomes to take action. Every day that passes is an opportunity either taken or wasted. This is why the time to choose is now. Not next year, not next month, not even tomorrow. Now. Because tomorrow is uncertain. We may not have another chance to make the decision that matters most. And in the end, nothing else will be as important as the choice we made about our eternity. If there is even the slightest whisper in our hearts urging us to make the decision today, we must not ignore it, because the truth remains. Tomorrow is not promised, but right now, in this very moment, we have the chance to choose. And that choice will shape forever. Life is a journey, and every journey has a destination. Along the way, we are given choices, and the most important choice we will ever make is which road we will follow. There are only two roads before us, one leading to destruction and the other leading to life. There is no middle ground, no third option. Every person, whether they realize it or not, is walking down one of these two paths. The question is, which one are we on? The first road is wide and easy. It is the path most people take because it requires little effort. It is filled with distractions, pleasures, and temporary comforts. At first, it appears appealing. There are no restrictions, no responsibilities, just the freedom to live as one pleases. But this road is deceptive. What seems like freedom is actually bondage. It promises happiness but leads to emptiness. It offers success but ends in failure. And the worst part is that those who walk this road often do not realize where it leads until it is too late. The second road is narrow and few choose it. It requires commitment, sacrifice, and a willingness to walk a different path from the crowd. It is not always easy, but it is always worth it. This road leads to life, not just temporary satisfaction, but eternal fulfillment. Those who walk this road find peace that the world cannot offer, purpose that goes beyond material success, and hope that remains even in the darkest times. The challenge is that the wide road often looks more appealing at first glance. Many people follow it simply because everyone else is on it. Society encourages it, culture promotes it, and the world convinces us that it is the right choice. But what is popular is not always right, and what is easy is not always best. Choosing the narrow road requires intentionality. It requires stepping away from the distractions and illusions of the world and making a conscious decision to pursue what is true and lasting. Some may hesitate, wondering if they have already gone too far down the wrong road to turn back. But the beauty of this choice is that it is never too late. No matter how far someone has walked in the wrong direction, the opportunity to change course is always available. The most important step is the one taken today. The choice is before us now. We cannot afford to be passive. We cannot simply drift through life, hoping to end up on the right path by accident. The road to life must be chosen with purpose. We must be willing to turn away from what is easy and embrace what is true. At the end of life, the road we choose will determine our eternity. One leads to destruction, the other to life. The decision is ours to make. But we must choose wisely, because the path we walk today determines where we will be forever. Love is the most powerful force in existence. It is not something that can be earned, bought, or forced. It is a gift. When someone truly loves, they give freely, expecting nothing in return. But for love to have its full effect, it must be received. A gift left unopened has no value, and love that is ignored or rejected cannot transform the one for whom it was intended. The greatest love of all is the love that offers eternal life. It is a love beyond human understanding, one that does not depend on our worthiness or action. This love reaches out to everyone, regardless of their past, their failures, or their mistakes. It is freely given, available to all, and yet not all will accept it. Many struggle with the idea of receiving something so great without having to earn it. Human nature tells us that we must work for what we receive, that we must prove ourselves worthy. But love does not operate that way. It does not keep a record of wrongs, nor does it place conditions on its acceptance. It simply says, "Here is my gift. Will you take it?" Yet, despite the beauty of this gift, so many hesitate to accept it. Some believe they do not deserve it. Others fear that accepting love will require them to change, to leave behind the life they have known. Some are distracted by the world and never take the time to consider the gift that has been placed before them. And then there are those who assume they have all the time in the world to decide, not realizing that time is not guaranteed. The reality is that love must be embraced to be effective. If someone gives you a priceless treasure, but you leave it sitting on a shelf, never opening it, it has no impact on your life. The same is true with the love that offers eternal life. It is extended to all, but only those who accept it will experience its power. This acceptance is not a passive act. It is a choice. It requires a willingness to receive, to believe, to step into something greater than ourselves. It means letting go of fear, doubt, and the need to be in control. It means trusting that this love is real, that it is meant for us, and that it is enough. Some may wonder if it is too late for them. They may feel they have made too many mistakes, that they have wandered too far. But love is always available. No one is beyond its reach. No matter where a person has been or what they have done, the invitation remains open. The greatest tragedy is not in being unworthy of love, but in refusing to accept it when it is freely given. The opportunity for eternal life is available now. The gift has been offered. The question is, will we accept it? Because love can change everything, but only if we receive it.